What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel, and spring training is officially here, baby. The Mets have already started playing some games as they inch closer and closer to the beginning of the 2021 season. And within spring training, we have position battles, including the bullpen, because as we know, the Mets have acquired numerous arms, both from the free agent and trade market, that are trying to make a name for themselves and crack this bullpen heading into the season. But there's one player that really stands out that has been turning heads awfully quickly here in the spring training, both from his teammates, from people within and without of the organization, saying that yes, he's a hidden gem and he looks like the real deal, and was actually the first ever player acquired in this new Sandy Alderson and Steve Cohen regime, that being a right-handed pitcher Sam McWilliams. So that's what we'll be talking about today, doing a deep dive on everything there is to know about McWilliams, his game, why is he so coveted, why do many people view him as a hidden gem, especially when you look at his previous numbers in his career to date. They're not all that enticing, so we have to deep dive and figure out why exactly is this, and so much more. So make sure you stay all the way until the end of the video, guys, about all the deets and all my thoughts on McWilliams, his game, why is he so coveted, and why us Mets fans should be really enticed by him going forward. If you guys end up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the countless support, guys. Now let's get right into today's video. Here we have 25-year-old right-hand starting pitcher in Sam McWilliams. At a monstrous 6'7", 230 pounds, originally drafted in the 8th round back in 2014 by the Philadelphia Phillies, and in 2019 in AAA in 11 games played, racked up 1 win, 6 losses, and an 8.18 ERA. And throughout his career in 2 MLB spring trainings to date, splitting time in 2019 with the Kansas City Royals and in 2020 then with the Tampa Bay Rays. In 10 games played and 10.1 innings pitched, had a 10.45 ERA, 11 strikeouts, and a 2.23 whip. Alright, Mets fans, before I go any further, you're probably wondering, how is this a quote-unquote hidden gem, right? And I would be wondering the same thing if I didn't know what I'm about to tell you. But I want to give a huge shout here real quick to Tom Verducci for the MLB, and here for Sports Illustrated in particular, which he had an amazing piece. So if you guys have not checked this article out here that he made about McWilliams going back to December of this past year, shortly after the Mets signed him, please make sure you do. It was a huge help for this video, and it was a huge factor into why I want to make this video as I learn more about McWilliams and his game. But you're right, why is he so coveted when you're looking at these numbers? This is a right-hander that, while he has the size, he's a monster, and 6'7", 230, he has not had all of it put together to date. But at the age of 25 now, being with the Tampa Bay Rays organization in 2020, which is one of the most analytically driven and proven clubs in all of baseball, that is known for making a nobody into a somebody regarding pitching each and every year, they saw a similar success rate with McWilliams where things were trending upward. This is a pitcher that normally would struggle with having a 2-seam and a 4-seam that he would throw constantly that wouldn't really work well. So in 2020, he decided to scrap his entire 2-seam fastball, focus heavily on his 4-seam, having better success during the shortened season in which he was practicing, as we know, and also with his slider, something that he's working on more, but to date is still only throwing around 38%, and does have a changeup that he really doesn't use at the time of recording this at least. But these pitches are really showing out more and more, and led to him with his size and his overall raw tools to being such a hidden gem by many people going into free agency this past year, including the Mets. Sandy Alderson was approached by a scout that said, you need to check out Sam McWilliams, he looks like the real deal, all the potential's there, and he is a guy that with a little bit of grooming, with just a little bit of helping, we truly believe he can be one of the next big things for the Mets coming out of the bullpen, possibly, because he is strictly a 2-pitch guy as of now, between that 4-seam and that slider that has some nasty stuff, and that 4-seam is topping out around 95 plus currently, and with this size, it should only be trending upwards over these next couple months to a year, right? But Sandy Alderson says, okay, they go all in on him, and they do the unthinkable, with 15 teams going after Sam McWilliams when he has never pitched one game in the MLB. The Mets throw him a $750,000 one-year MLB contract. It's unheard of. This never happens for a guy that has only pitched a cup of coffee in AAA ball, where he's had most of his success as of late in AA. It's crazy that this does not happen. So you even see fellow executives within the MLB quoted in Tom Verducci's article, make sure to check it out, stating that they were even surprised by this. Why would the Mets throw a major league deal at a guy that has not even thrown one pitch in the bigs yet? Well, they're confident in him. They're riding on McWilliams to be a Fairbanks, if you will, another fellow pitcher from the Rays organization that had a really strong 2020 season, another guy that really came out of nowhere for them, and they feel this will be very similar. The Mets are analytically driven more than ever. They have an analytics group that is light years better than what whatever it has been. And remember, Zach Scott, their new GM, that was originally the assistant to Jared Porter, but after Porter got the can, he brings Zach Scott in. He was the analytical dream. He was the guru for the Red Sox for this past decade plus. And with everyone else that they have around them, they're using analytics to their advantage, especially with starting pitching and the bullpen as well. And with McWilliams, who has been a starting pitcher in his career, they probably feel at this point in time that between that two-pitch mindset of his slider and his four seam, he has the nasty stuff and he has all the capabilities to being a dominant arm in the MLB as soon as the season. So do not be surprised whatsoever, Mets fans, did not just see McWilliams have a strong spring training, but also crack the bullpen for the Mets. Again, only time will tell here, but I fully expect McWilliams to have an impact on the Mets roster this year. And there's all indication to believe that he is not just going to be a hidden gem for the Mets, but he is going to be one of the better relievers in baseball sooner rather than later, with the assumption that he'll be coming out of strictly the bullpen. He's a guy that he may very well be a swing man, but from everything that I'm reading, everything that I'm seeing, it looks like that the bullpen is the way to go for McWilliams. And that's 6'7", 230 that can throw absolute heat. And as you guys can see here as well, just over the past week or so, you have here through Anthony DeComo how Kevin Pillar was truly blown away, how he has elite stuff. So when you're hearing from an MLB, a seasoned hitter like Pillar, who's no slouch whatsoever, that is quoting on saying that, yes, Sam McWilliams, there's a night and day difference from the last time that I saw this guy pitch to he has elite stuff as long as he hits that strike zone, and he's going to do damaging things at the MLB level. That is so enticing to see. And again, I know it's spring training, you can only put too much stock into it, but the Mets have a reason. They went all in on Sam McWilliams, and say what you will, get overexcited, get underexcited, whatever you're going to do, this is awfully enticing as a Mets fan, and you should be looking forward to Sam McWilliams and what he's going to bring. He looks like a Thor 2.0 out there, but the difference is, and I see Mets fans toying this idea all the time, and it drives me nuts, saying, oh, let's throw Thor in the bullpen. First of all, hell no, you're not going to throw him in the bullpen, let's be real here. But secondly, you have a guy, Sam McWilliams, he's got the hair, he's got the size, he's literally bigger than Thor, that you're going to now have in this bullpen. Sign me up. He looks like the real deal, and as long as analytics and metrics continue to go on his side, and he has made slight tweaks to his game and his throw, his ability, it looks like we're going to see McWilliams that's going to come out of camp, crack this bullpen for the Mets, and make quite the impact that's going to surprise many opposing teams and hitters going into the season and beyond. So Mets fans, let me know your thoughts down below. How do you feel about Sam McWilliams? Do you truly believe he's the hidden gem that not just the Mets are banking on, but many people outside the Mets organization are truly deeming him in as, with analytics, more relevant than ever here in the game of baseball? Please let me know. And if you ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the countless support, guys. Expect great things going forward, including live streams as soon as tomorrow at the time of recording this for the next game for the Mets here in spring training. I'm going to be doing a live stream, sharing some commentary, some play-by-play, but just really reacting and sharing my thoughts with you all as we're all watching the game through SNY, right? And I'll be doing that throughout all of spring training in various games and heading into the season. And I'm going to be doing a lot more different prospect content, including a collab truly like no other regarding prospects by the end of the week. So stay tuned for that, guys. So thank you all again. Let me know your thoughts down below. Help us get to 6K subs, and let's go Mets.